What's on, guys? Just getting back to my channel. Tonight I'll be doing a review for Smackdown and stuff, and in Glasgow. But it wasn't live; it was taped. So yeah, just going to get to it then with the first match with Naomi versus Chelsea Green. Circle and lock up to start the jockey for position until Green gets a headlock. Naomi. Oh shit! I forgot. Hold on. Okay, so, I'm sorry. She did a promo first. I'm sorry about that. Bailey is here to accompany Naomi for the opening match, and Chelsea Green is with Piper Niven. Chelsea says that Scotland's hometown heroes have arrived and are very lucky because they get to see not one but two crushing defeats this weekend. First, she's going to beat Naomi, and then tomorrow Piper Niven crushes Bailey, and she says they're about to become the new WWE Women's Champion. All right, first match. All right, Naomi versus Chelsea Green. All right, circle and lock up to start. They jockey for position until until Green gets a headlock. Naomi reverses shot into the ropes and hits a shoulder tackle, then a matrix dodge. Chelsea begs off and gets smacked. Naomi into the ropes, split leg drop for two, Irish whip, and a drop kick sends Chelsea into the corner. Green out to the floor, and Naomi dies after, but Chelsea slaps her and then gets on the apron for a boots as we go to break. Back from break, Chelsea has a headlock on Naomi, elbows out, and hits a crossbody, but Chelsea counters with a drop kick. Chelsea sends Naomi into the corner and charges in Naomi with the kick. Springboard roadhouse. Chelsea to the floor and Naomi with a dive. She rolls Chelsea and goes up top high crossbody for two. Naomi up in the corner, but Chelsea pulls her down and goes up top. Missile drop kick cover gets two. Another cover gets two, and Chelsea is frustrated. Back suplex. Naomi lands on her feet. Naomi into the turnbuckles. Chelsea with a roll up and feet on the ropes. Bailey and Piper argue on the outside. Chelsea yells at Bailey and then goes for the up prettier on Naomi. Naomi counters with a backstabber into a roll up for three. So winner is Naomi. Recap of Angel Garza and Alberto attacking Apollo Cruz. Baron Corbin is with Nick Aldis and thanks him for the opportunity to come to SmackDown. He went to NXT and a lot of issues he worked out. They go walk in and mock Corbin. Nick says they'll talk later. Aldis says that they're lucky they're in the building after last week and says they were fine, but next time that will be at the least of their worries. Santos says he doesn't mind the fine and Polo must be okay. Aldis says he's cleared to compete, and Santos says he'll see how long that lasts. He tells Aldis to tell Apollo they're fixing all time. Alright, Grayson Waller effect is next. As we hit the break, we get a high for Jay Clark and Bianca Belair. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory are there for the Grayson Waller effect. Water says, "What a warm welcome." Theory asks where the good plants are. Plants are. And Waller says he couldn't bring them because this place is so depressing that fake plants can't grow. But it's time for the show, and he welcomes out hashtag DIY. So messed up. Alright, DIY are out now. They look around the set and toss a sign and a chair out the ring. Waller says, "No wonder he had a small chair because they act like children." Ciampa gets that what the one chair is for, but they don't play that game. He says this is the Grayson Waller effect, and what does make Austin Waller's secretary. Waller says the show existed before their tag team, and it's too expensive to change the branding. He says they're champions and mates, and that he take a bullet for Austin. Gargano asks if he's sure about that, and says Theory willingly sacrificed himself for Waller last week. He has the footage and Waller protests, but it rolls. We see Gargano and send Waller out of the ring, and Gargano dies. Waller pulled Theory in the way. Waller says it was AI and not real footage, and he's not taking friendship advice from Ciampa. He says the footage didn't show that he won the match. Ciampa says he loves the fake confidence, but that they're not always in front of this Scotland crowd of crazy bastards, and they didn't come here to see his stupid talk show. They came to see a fight for those tag titles, and they came to see it tonight. Waller, they think they're going to defend the titles in a place like Glasgow. He sees what they're trying to do. They're drive a wedge between them. Gargano says Waller is right about one thing. DIY are coming for the tag championships, but he says everyone here is sick of hearing from Waller. He wants to talk. He wants to talk to Theory. Johnny says he knows Austin a very long time. They go way back, and he's always believed in Austin. What's more, he's proud of what he Austin has done, but he doesn't need Waller. Uh, Waller attacks Gargano and it's a brawl. Waller knocks down Ciampa. Gargano goes for a super kick and takes a kick and instead and whatever. Ciampa nails Waller with a running knee and they take towels and pose with him as Waller fumes. We get a recap last week's main event with the Bloodline laying out the Street Profits. The Profits and B Fab approach Kevin Owens in the back and say they have his back because Owens has always had their back. Ford recalls Owens was there when they won the tag titles the first time and says they have a lot in common, but most of all they can't stand the Bloodline and they have his back in tonight. Waller, they were walking in the back, and with Waller saying that's what DIY do, and they are good guys. Bailey and Naomi walk past them and talk about their momentums as Blair Davenport says, Naomi did it. Feel the glow, right? She walks off, and Bailey thanks Naomi for having her back. Chelsea says that come tomorrow, that pretty piece of jewelry will be all theirs. And Piper comes out of nowhere to pounce them into the wall. She says they'll see them tomorrow. Santos. Alright, next match is Santos Escobar versus Apollo Crews. Crews attacks Santos at the bell with forearm strikes into the corner and overhead belly to belly suplex. Santos escapes to the floor. Crews falls and rolls him in, but Santos takes over with a kick chop to Apollo, Irish whip reverse, and Apollo charges in, but is put on the apron. Cruz nails Santos, Angel, and Alberto cause distraction, and Santos knocks Cruz to the floor. He picks Apollo up and drops him onto the apron, kicks to Apollo. And here comes Corbin. He beats down Angel and Alberto. Apollo grounds Santos on the inside for a press slam and standing moonsault for two, and we're on the break. Back from break as Santos nails a running shoulder to Apollo in the corner. Kick to the head, slingshot senton for two. Santos starts to kick Apollo apart with a kick till whirl backbreaker and right into an arm and chin bar. Apollo escapes via an armbar, back heel kick, and a running boot in the corner, big splash and clotheslines, German suplex and another Santos elbows out the third one, but Apollo with a clothesline and Samoan drop for a near fall. Cruz climbs to the top, but Santos with a kick to come short. Suplex by Santos blocked up by Apollo. He knocks Santos to the mat and goes for a crossbody, but Santos with a knee to the gut. They trade shots in the ring. Santos takes over Apollo with a kick, and DVD or for two, I don't know. Angel and Barto are back and they attack Corbin. Corbin lays them out, but Electra pushes Apollo off the top and Escobar with a roll up. So the winner is Santos Escobar. A huge package promos the Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles match. Cody Rhodes walks backstage. Andrade and Cedric Alexander, Shantae 3 on Theondis and Pretty Deadly are all watching from the audience as Cody Rhodes is there. Cody comes out to the ring and asks, "So, Glasgow, what do you want to talk about?" He says a few weeks ago he actually thought that AJ Styles will retire. No one in the ring wants to be that guy. The guy who overstays is welcome. The guy who needs just one more match or one more run. Unfortunately, he says AJ is starting to look like that guy. The crowd chants Cody's name and he pauses to let them do so. He says AJ Styles has been given the impossible task of making him say the words. And here comes AJ Styles and the OC come out and AJ says that Cody is really worked up about this. He says it's funny that it was really that easy to get you worked up. All he had to do was claim he was going to retire, and Cody lost his cool. Cody asked AJ why he's keeping um, so far away. He thought they were supposed to have a conversation. He tells AJ leave Horace and Jasper behind, and come into the ring. AJ tells the OC to go and walk to the ring, saying that if Cody wants to talk man to man, he needs to remind him and these stupid idiots who won't shut up that his disciple meter is quite high, that they are nothing alike. He says he needs to remind Cody and everyone else it took him 17 years to get to WWE. He says no one wants the truth, but the truth is they welcome Cody with open arms. I couldn't wait to make him a star. And when it got tough, Cody quit WWE. He says Cody also quit New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and this man helped out to start up a company and quit too. He says Cody needs to face it. He can't handle the pressure. What's that saying? When the going gets tough, Cody Rhodes gets going. Cody says AJ is right. He's made some big decisions in his career. He walked away from WWE. He walked away from New Japan. He walked away from Ring of Honor. His buddies and him started something else, and he walked away from that. The truth is, he has never been afraid to walk away to chase something greater. He did not quit. He bet on himself that he was something more. He gambled on himself, and he was right. If he quit, he wouldn't standing here holding the North Star of WWE, the most important title in the entire game. He would not be standing here, the WWE champion. He says he idolized AJ, who did things the right way, and if anyone quit, AJ quit on himself because he had to pretend to be Mark Henry to get a title shot. He says the phenomenal one has become a resentful coward, and it's a better pill to swallow. But he has no problem shoving the pill down AJ's throat and make him say, "I quit." AJ says it's natural for Cody to say, "I quit," but he can't quit being phenomenal. AJ says his family would rather have him stay at home and would like him to give all his They are tired of him putting his body on the line every night, but he'll tell Cody and the WWE Universe the same thing. He told him he is done when he says he is done. AJ says it won't be easy. He saw him hell in a cell against Seth Rollins with a torn pec, and he didn't quit. But he won't be in the ring with Seth Rollins. He'll be in the ring with AJ Styles, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the championship if he has to beat Cody to a bloody pulp, tear him to pieces, or do whatever it takes to make him say, "I quit" to be a gift. He'll do it. Kathy asked backstage. Alright, Kathy and Kelly asked with the Street Profits and B-Fab about putting themselves in their Bloodline's business by helping OS. B-Fab says they're not about to let the Bloodline and Tama Tonga and attack the Profits. Aldous and officials break it up. Aldous tells Solo to get his people in order. Owens shows up and is pissed. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, Vinny and Shayna tomorrow at Clash will be simple. Zoe says that Bianca and Jade Alba and Isla will experience pure dominance when they step in the ring with two of the most heartless fighters in WWE. Shayna says that they don't care who it is, they'll tear anyone apart, limb from limb, and tomorrow they become the new women's tag champions. Tiffany is at commentary for the next match. Alright, next match is Mission versus Nia Jax. Mission on the tag at the belt with the chops and a kick, but Nia with the forearm. Mission hits shoulders in the corner but gets shoved out. Nia picks her up and she slides down the back. Drop kick by Mission to the knees. Kick to the head. A defeat, and Nia goes out of the ring. Alright, Mission falls to the floor and Tiff gets involved, throwing water in Mission's face. Mission tosses Tiffany over the table and gets in the ring. Jax runs her over and hits the Annihilator for 3. So winner's not Jax. Jack encounters Owens coming out of the medicals and asks about the problems. KO says, says they won't have his back after all, but he's fought the bootleg bloodline before and will do again. We get a quick look at the kickoff event that will reminder that Logan Paul attended the Tetris World Championship. Paul says that he did not come home with the and got beat by 14 euros. He likes to experiment too, but now he's gonna do what he does best and beat every WWE superstar. Earlier today, Paul returned home and one of his guys said his boy from LA is here at a pool. He walks out to see that LA Knight is in the pool with a drink. Paul asks how he got in here, and LA Knight takes a call, then stands up and says he has to go. He says he was just trying to have a good time. And we'll see Paul at Chicago next week bring the title. Carmelo Hayes is in his suit and asks for the spotlight. He asks what the hell he just wanted, what the hell he just wanted, and he says, "Are you telling me that LA Knight flew all the way to Puerto Rico, which is way more beautiful than Glasgow, to play in Logan's pool and deliver that weak ass Atlanta line?" He says LA thought he cooked, but it was medium rare trash like him. He says some dudes will do anything for a clout, but he doesn't chase opportunities. Opportunities chase him. He says that he has a money bank qualifier next week, and he'll never have to beg like LA Knight. LA does, and when he wins, he won't just be him. He'll be a step closer to being Melo in the bank. Solo's walking with Tonga backstage. Aldous stops him and says that based on what he just saw, Tama and Tonga are barred from ringside, and if they show up, they're all suspended. Best of luck, Mr. Head of the Table. Paul says to accept the counsel that he's on his own against Kevin Owens, and if he loses the match, he loses his leadership position against guys who won't respect leadership. So says the wise man is wrong. If he loses, he's coming after him. Jackie welcomes Alba and Isla out to the entrance and asks about their WWE Women's Tag Championship match. Alba says that tomorrow they'll make history in Glasgow, Scotland. Isla says, "Do you really think they came all the way home just to come home? No one can stop them because they'll become the new WWE Women's Tag Championships at Clash of the Castle." Alright, they run down the card for tomorrow's pay-per-view and stuff. Alright, main event finally. Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa. Main event. Owens starts with punches right out of the gate, and Solo escapes to the floor, but Owens chases after and batters him. There, Solo is sent into commentary table and being around, but Solo gets an uppercut and puts Owens in the ring. He comes in, but KO sends him over the top to the floor and hits a running clothesline splash off the top and onto Solo. As we go to back from break, and Owens with an Irish whip and clothesline. He goes for cannonball, but Solo bails to the outside. KO reaches after him, but he gets hung on the top ropes, then pulled out and thrown into the steps. Sikoa slams KO into the steps. He rolls in to break the count. KO back in and gets headbutted by Solo, who tells him to stay down. KO up though and fights his way through. He gets sent to the ropes and knocked down for one. Solo batters KO down in the corner and goes for a running hit, but Taga nails it. Second charge in, but KO moves and hit a DDT. Both men slow to get up. Owens takes over on Solo and beats him against the ropes for Owens with off the ropes with a kick and clothesline and another strike, but Solo won't go down. They go into the ropes and collide. KO takes over, opens up top, but Solo cuts him off and climbs up for a suplex. Owens fights back, elbow to the head, and a tornado DT for a near fall. KO up. Now he kicks, but Solo catches it and hits a Samoan drop for 2. Plus he goes for an uh, orange, whatever. Owens elbows out Solo with a super kick. KO fires back with 3 super kicks and then a cannonball in the corner up top. Swan that gets a near fall. Oh man, too much raining on this one. Solo out on the apron. Owens follows and goes for a powerbomb, but Solo counters into a backdrop and both men on the floor as we go to break. Back from break, both men on the top turnbuckle. Solo gets for a suplex that gets blocked, headbutts and punches knocks Solo down from frog splash for 2. Plus Solo blocks a stunner and hits a orange for 2. Plus a second orange for gets 2. Plus Solo frustrated now he charges but eats a super kick and then a second swanton by Owen. Solo gets Niza. Solo with a spike, KO ducks it, stunner covered, but Heyman puts Solo's foot on the ropes. KO pushes Heyman back into the barricade and clears the table, but Solo for the rescue. Samoan spike. Solo gets Owens in the ring and gets a second for 3. So winner is Solo Sikoa. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are out right after the bell beat down Owens. They set up for the Samoan spike drop. Randy Orton is here. Orton beats down Tonga and then drops Tonga on the barricade. Solo nails Orton and sends him in the ring. But Orton, with the Heyman's DT, he lies in wait. Tonga moves in, but eats the RKO and Solo bells. KO and Orton pose in ring. With that we're done with for stuff. So yeah, winners Solo Sikoa. Alright, good match and stuff. Show and stuff. And man, I didn't expect to be reading that much of SmackDown for that episode. So anyways, that was it. And see you guys for AW Rampage review after this. I hope I could find the review and all that stuff. So yeah, that was it. And see you guys in the next video. Laters.